Welcome to Mark's Moving TV. My name is Mark Silverman. Today I'm here with Barrett O'Neill, founder of OnDemand Storage. Good morning, Barrett. How you doing?
Hey, Mark. Thanks for having me on.
My pleasure. Great to have you here. So I know we do a lot of work with you, but just take it from the beginning. Take it from the start. How did you get in this business, and exactly what do you do?
Sure. So OnDemand Storage is a two-part business. One part of it is a technology platform for students to schedule storage of their dorm room belongings over the summer, with the idea that mom and dad don't have to drive to school, pack up the car, and drive it all home and stuff it in the basement. And then the other piece of our business is an alternative to self-storage, removing the self. We offer a pickup solution, and people can have their items picked up and then put into storage, and then through our technology platform they can see the items they have in storage in a virtual storage unit, and then select pickups and deliveries of those items as needed.
So we do a lot of business with you on the college end, helping you provide services for the college students. But over the years, there have been all different types of storage, conventional vaulted storage, open space storage, self-storage. But it seems that so much of your business is dependent on that, I'll call it the app, but the technology part. So tell me a little bit more about what is your competitive advantage? How are you different than all the other storage houses out there?
Sure. So I think one of the big differentiators is self-storage. While it can be convenient in terms of location, the fact that people actually have to bring items to the facility themselves is a drawback. And then also from a business standpoint, self-storage, they really rely on their location. If you're driving up 93 or 128, you might see them right off the highway. That real estate is more expensive, so they have to charge their customers more. So we can give some price relief without taking a hit from a business standpoint as well. To sign up with OnDemand Storage, you just log on to ondemandstorage.com, schedule the date you want your items picked up. You'll answer a series of questions, and then you'll enter your location, and you'll get confirmation that a truck will meet you at your location at the date of pickup.
So I know my story is I went to school, I needed money for college, and that's how I got in the moving business. But did you wake up one day and say, hey, I'm going to have this great app for on-demand storage? How did you get in the business?
It's not so different from your story, it sounds. I have two partners right now, Joe Zanka and Rob Caggiano. And Joe happened to live across the hall from me at Babson College. And we were complaining about the internships because the pay wasn't what we expected it to be. So as we were looking for internships, we said, hey, we got to find a way to make a little bit more money. And we came up with this idea to store students at Babson's belongings over the summer. And a pretty funny story is the first year that we did it, we actually stored all the stuff in my parents' basement. So we had 52 kids sign up for our service, and my mom didn't sleep for the entire summer. And you couldn't walk in the basement.
But she checked on everything.
Yeah, she checked on everything, yeah. So she was our free office manager, I guess you could call it, for the first summer that we did it.
So another story literally started out of the basement of somebody's home.
Yep, literally out of a dorm room and then into the basement. And we did all the work ourselves, so we have experience of actually picking up the items with our own hands and learning the difficulties and drawbacks of certain aspects of the service from a business standpoint, and how to overcome that. We've improved our service over time from that experience.
There are two other key personnel, Joe and Rob. Can you
Sure.
tell me what they do?
Yeah, so Rob Caggiano, also a Babson grad, was not involved from the beginning, but got involved shortly thereafter. He runs the day-to-day operations of the company. He handles everything from day-to-day finances to scheduling to making sure that the guys are going to be on site at the right time. Joe works more closely with me on larger account sales, trying to make contracts with colleges and universities or large businesses in and around the greater Boston area.
What do you see as the biggest challenges in your business? I know there are people that do things similar to you, maybe not exactly, but what are the biggest challenges you find?
That's a good question. The biggest challenge...
Maybe there aren't any.
Yeah,
Maybe
no.
you just have it all figured out.
No, we definitely don't have it all figured out. I think one challenge that we face is the actual physical storing of items, just making sure that everything is stored properly. It takes a lot of time. It's a lot more time consuming than we thought it was going to be. making sure that things are stored properly is the most important aspect of our service. People, expect their belongings to be in great shape. It's something we take pride in. So just really making sure that that process is done the right way has been more of a challenge from a time standpoint than we had initially projected.
So it seems that the actual acquisition of the jobs, the whole high-tech marketing to prospect the jobs, you really excel at. And then some of the storage, when it comes to the larger accounts, it's one of the reasons that we ended up partnering with you, is because you needed some additional assistance with some of the bigger storage areas. So do you think in the future you'll be doing more storage or focusing more on the actual marketing and procurement of those jobs?
Definitely the marketing and procurement. One line that we always say at OnDemand Storage is let people do what they're good at. And companies like Mark's Moving, you guys are experts at moving and storage. We're never going to be better than you at that. So we would rather work with you than compete against you in that arena. So I think we'll be more of a digital platform in the future. And as we expand out of Massachusetts, that's definitely the route that we're going.
That leads me to my next question. Where do you see this company in 2 years, 5 years, 10 years?
Sure. So the student storage business right now, we operated in 12 states this year. We're hoping to go to about 15 this coming year. From a residential and B2B standpoint, we've only been in Massachusetts. I think over the next 2 years, we're hoping to expand that service to other areas in New England, as well as keep adding different locations for our student business. But mostly with the student business, we want to secure larger contracts. That's really been a focus. That's really our bread and butter, if we get a contract and can design a program for a specific location.
So I know I'm certainly a big fan of on-demand storage, and we've only heard really good things about the way you operate. So with this student storage, again, if somebody wants to book student storage with you, what's the website address?
OnDemandStorage.com, and it's very easy. You'll see, are you a student or are you a homeowner? And you just click student, and you'll just be walked through a 5-step process to schedule a pickup at your location.
Fantastic. Well, what type of accounts are you actually pursuing? What type of business do you focus on? People watching us right now, who are the people that you can help the most?
Sure. So we have 2 types of favorite accounts. One would be the large university. Our flagship contract is with the University of Florida in Gainesville. The Gators, mostly known for their football team. But we provide the student storage and shipping at the University of Florida. And so colleges and universities on that size, 40 to 50,000 students plus, there's trends that are showing that more and more out-of-state students are going to those colleges and universities, making our service more in need. And then also, coincidentally, the small quintessential New England prep school is a great market for us as well. We work with the Cats Academy in Braintree, St. Mark's School in Southborough, and we're going to be working with Worcester Academy moving forward. So those prep schools need the service as well.
Good. Well, tell me a funny story. You must have a few stories to tell since you've been in business. Have you had any unusual requests, anything that has created a little bit of havoc at on-demand storage?
I think one of the most interesting requests we got was an international student who happened to get to the Logan airport and realized that he had left his passport in one of his boxes, and he was cutting it close to missing his flight, but he actually got to our location, got his passport, and did make his flight, so we were happy for that.
So you were able to accommodate even the craziest request, and he got home okay.
He did. As you know, crazy things happen in this business, but we do our best I can to help, no matter how crazy the situation is.
Now, how about the students? Do you find them well organized, calling you far in advance to make arrangements, or going to the website 5 minutes before they want their things picked up?
I think you might know the answer to that. Most people who have a student in college do, which is something that adds a challenge to the logistics of our business, and that's why partnering with great companies like Mark's Moving that can handle last-minute capacity changes is crucial to our success.
So how many years ago did you actually start this?
This business started 3 years ago, and we first did student storage under a different name at Babson 5 years ago.
Got it. And in the 5 years or 3 years since you've been in business, what are some of the changes that you've seen in the industry in that short period of time?
The technology matters more for the students, reaching them and making it easy to get scheduled. is definitely something that matters more. And I've also noticed that more students, it's actually their parents or guardians that are signing them up rather than students themselves. That's always been a portion of the industry, but it seems that that's happening more and more now.
So they're in college, but their parents are still taking care of this detail for them.
It seems to be the case. Maybe they're studying for finals or something.
But by the time they graduate, they will probably be able to take care of these type of arrangements on their own, I would imagine.
Yes, I hope so.
I hope so as well. Well, I want to congratulate you on your success. I've been watching the story, and we're proud to be a partner of OnDemand Storage. We look forward to expanding and growing with you over the next, who knows, 10, 20, 30, 40 years. So thank you for coming in today, and congratulations
Great. Thanks,
on your
Mark.
success.
Thank you. We appreciate it.